Hi everyone, my name is Blanca Greenstein and I'm your host of The Laws of Life. Thank you so much for joining us. And today's guest is Karen Ansell Mackinnon. How are you, Karen?
Fabulous, and so thankful to be invited here in Florida.
Well, huge warm welcome. For those of you who are watching live, I want you to give Karen a massive South Florida welcome. I want to see hearts. Do you understand? Karen, you blessed us. I am so honored that you came all the way from Canada for the Laws of Life Women's Mastermind. This is huge. This is what empowerment is all about, is supporting each other, enlightening, and you have truly empowered me. You have given me such joy with your support and your friendship.
Thank you so much. It's, I'm humbled and it goes both ways.
And Karen Ansell Mackinnon is the founder of the SpeakUpAndEmpower.com platform, which is dedicated to women's empowerment. And in the near future, we will also have Speak Up and Empower for men and for children per Karen's design. And so let's back up a little bit. Why don't you tell us what, in your own words, is SpeakUpAndEmpower.com?
So SpeakUpAndEmpower.com, that's a great question. I was asked about it last night because it started out with a directory platform just for women to connect, women to get to know each other, like a heart-centered community. We interviewed everybody who was joining. We wanted to make sure, we had a beautiful foundation. And then from that, you listen to the universe and miraculous what has occurred, so now we have an online educational platform. So we have great sponsors like Teachable, Skillshare, Allison, Grammarly. We have 1,000 courses launching out September 5th for women that they can take for free.
Amazing. So there's education.
Yes. So then what came out with it, we formed a round table because I believe that when women come together, when they link arms, anything can happen. So in a circle of women, there's never a head of a round table.
I like that.
You know that. There's always continuous chat in our round table. I don't see myself, honestly, as being an influencer. It's my community. It's my community. We are a movement. And that's what's going to take the world by storm. You can do everything. It has a business accelerator. You can blog, you can article, but it's a safe, secure community.
What really attracted to me to your platform is that women can really learn how to be entrepreneurs at new levels. You can literally create your own podcast through this platform. There's going to be Speak Up and Empower publishing. So if you've always dreamt of writing a book, now you have a mentor and a platform to help you do that. And now we've got Laws of Life Studios, and I am now in partnership with Speak Up and Empower. So for entrepreneurs that want to stream, or moms, retirees, anybody that wants to spread a message and have that opportunity to do that through a professional video production or streaming team, you'll be able to do that through the alliance between Laws of Life Studios and Speak Up and Empower. So there's so many opportunities through this platform, and that's what I love about it. Also opportunities to monetize those webinars. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So when I developed this community, we had different companies want to invest in it, and we looked at being a nonprofit. So I put it right out there. And I decided that after 3 months of doing a lot of thinking and praying, that it was going to be a profit community. So people always ask, why a profit community? I wanted to give back the women of the round table a monetarily income for those who helped grow us. The money goes back to the community. Without those women,
I like it because essentially you can have a business today. You can start your own podcast, your own webcast, Any dream is possible.
Any.
And to order to achieve your dreams, you need mentors and friendships that support you and inspire you. But you also have the tools.
Yeah.
So you could use Laws of Life Studios. We could record a webinar for you on a topic that you're an expert in, and then you could sell tickets to that webinar on the Speak Up and Empower website.
Yeah, an event. You can post your event and it goes global. So I always tell our members, you no longer think on a local level. I never have thought in marketing or branding about ever doing it locally. It's always been about doing it globally, and that's what our platform enables you to do.
Well, I think it's just hugely visionary, and I love the positive energy.
Thank you.
And so congratulations to you on your achievement with that platform.
Thank you so much.
So everyone, go to speakupandempower.com, start educating yourself about the platform, and you will learn. There's 1,000 courses on there. It's just an amazing opportunity to make new friends. So speaking of new friends, how did we become friends?
Oh, no. This is, if you talk about laws of attraction and listening to the universe, there was an event that BOCCA did, a laws of attraction event, and two of my roundtable members were there. So Pamela Capuccio and Charlene Doak Gabauer. They were both there, and they were sitting beside each other, but they had never ever met and didn't even realize, all of a sudden Pam said to Charlene, do you know Karen? And this is in Florida, right? And Charlene was like, Karen Ansell Mackinnon? Of course, I'm a roundtable member. And Pam said, I'm a roundtable member too. So all of a sudden, there was a sisterhood developed, and it's amazing. I now travel all over, and wherever I go, I have this very heart-centered sisterhood, and I don't think you find that in other women organizations. We don't believe in competition. We want all women organizations to come on board with us, and if they have to, example, Luani in the UK, 10,000 members, they're coming on board with us. Beautiful Survivors, another global organization. Immigrant Women in Business out of Toronto are supporting us. It's incredible the support that we're getting. And, women have to stop competing. If we're going to change the world, we have to really, truly link arms together.
Well, my law of life on that's very simple, is compete with yourself. I am a huge proponent of collaboration. I don't believe in monopolies. I don't believe in capitalistic monopolies. I believe that if you roll the sleeves up and you do the work, you will be successful, and you don't need to beat anyone else out.
No.
It's okay if someone else does what you do, and if they do, you collaborate. Share the stories. What's working for you? Oh, this isn't working for me. Let's compare notes. Let's help each other. So every women's empowerment group in the entire universe is invited to the Laws of Life Women's Mastermind tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time Zone. Please join the conversation.
Yeah.
That is our new motto of the mastermind. Join the conversation. No one is excluded. Everyone is welcome. And if you cannot be here in person, you can join the live stream. You can see Karen, our guest of honor, is the first guest up at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow night. Support Karen. Comment on the live stream. Engage. And so, Karen, what inspired you to start the platform in the first place?
Great. So, you hear all these women talking about empowerment. Well, you can't sell empowerment. The only thing that you can do is get women to dig deep, find their God-given or spirit-given skill sets, educate them, help them build their confidence globally, and that's what women need. And through that, they'll make the choice to become empowered. So it's a choice. And then, if they become empowered, I honestly pray that they become enlightened. And there is a very big difference between empowered women and enlightened women. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter, Natalie, if you're out there.
Hey, Natalie.
Nana misses you. Anyways, when she was born, I didn't want her to ever live through the things that I lived through as a child. And I lived through some very catastrophic
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I don't discuss it,
Sure.
you know, unless you're in a
But you've conquered serious adversity.
serious adversities, and I didn't want her to ever live through any of that. I always wanted her to know that her voice mattered and that she would have an unconditional, heart-centered sisterhood.
So you did this for Natalie?
For Natalie, yeah,
Very
and
nice.
also, you know, also for
you.
myself and for myself. You know, and for the women out there, you know, because I was one of those women who truly never felt I fit in.
You know, I have to tell you,
Yeah.
I felt that way all through elementary and high school. I never felt like I fit in. And that's why I am such a proponent of inclusion, because the feeling of being excluded is the most painful feeling
In the world.
One of them. And so I think we should all be like cooks in the kitchen, where we're cooking a stew and we're all contributing our spices and our proteins and our carbohydrates. We're all cooking this stew. And maybe it's not the most gourmet stew under French standards, but you know what? We all made it together. And that's what makes it fun. We're all together, we're all engaging, we're all communicating, and that is what I love about your community.
Thank you. You know, it's not about a lot of people think that there's so many lonely people out there in the world, but that's not the worst feeling. And at Christmas, I did a post, and it just got hundreds of thousands of reviews on Christmas Day, and it was. The worst feeling isn't being lonely, it's being forgotten. And I asked for women to go out there and even spend 30 minutes, pick up the phone, call somebody, you know?
Yep.
You know, even immigrant women, they're still like, we talk about 1 in 5 in mental health, but there's 1 in 5 women. And you'll hear my song when I come on, because you may not know who they are, but they're still in the kitchen. They still don't have that confidence to actually, you know, they could be the most educated woman going, but they don't have the confidence to get out there, to attend groups, to attend meetings.
That's true. That's it. You know, networking is a skill in and of itself, and as you all know, I do a lot of networking, and I try to create as many relationships as I can, and I am going to be creating some webinars on the art of networking. And I mean, I love the exchange of education, the enlightenment.
Right.
So let me ask you this. After meeting hundreds of women, I mean, you do have a massive following of an estimated, how many would you say?
I can never say, but we know it's at least 3 million, and it could be up to 5 million.
So after building this with your exemplary skills, obviously that is an accomplishment as well, to create such content that is so compelling. What is your number one law of life in the category of women's empowerment?
That's a good one. So I guess it's how I would vision the world to be if I had to look at the laws of life. And I never had a sister, and wherever I go now, I have a sister, you know, and I never have that feeling of being forgotten, I never have that feeling of being forgotten or being lonely or
Alone.
alone. You know, some people used to say that I was too smart. And this is, I was too smart. And that didn't make me feel good.
Because it made you feel different.
It made me feel different. But when somebody says that to you, damn it, you should feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah. I guess what you're really saying is that being together is what matters.
Yes.
So I want to thank you for not only expressing that law of life. It was really touching. I don't know if you guys felt it out there, but I'm so touched by your message, by your passion for what you're doing. And, for you to come all the way from Canada to come to the Laws of Life Women's Mastermind is really living out loud that law of life.
We're starting up. We're in West Palm, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. We are growing community by community. And so soon, there will be Speak Up and Empower online, but, we will now have Google Meetups and events and Laws of Life masterminds globally around the world. And, you know, I never visioned, you know, I visioned it, but
it's exceeded your expectation.
Yes, huge.
And me as well. And I just, I'm so touched by you being our guest of honor, our international
Thank
guest
you.
of honor. I hope everybody that's watching this stream right now is commenting and engaging, telling us, what do you think? What are your laws of life? This is a conversation. Join our conversation. Join the SpeakUpAndEmpower.com family and the Laws of Life Studio family. You are invited. We are personally inviting you to join our group and to get engaged, enlightened, and have fun. So I am so excited. I've learned so many laws of life today from you.
Thank you.
Thank
To me
you,
as well.
Karen Ansell Mackinnon,
Thank
founder
you.
of Speak Up and Empower. I hope you all learned something today. I know I did. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, tomorrow night, August 27th, 7:30 p.m., tune into the live stream. Okay, guys, have a good one.